The SEC is suing Uniswap. What does this mean for DeFi? And Near Protocol is going fully AI. This is your Altcoin Buzz News. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Cody, and if you're new here, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when I drop latest content. Follow us on Twitter, AltcoinBuzzIO, and as always, this is not financial advice, and wish you the best of luck in your crypto ventures.
And so if this market pulls back hard under this level and then consolidates and comes back, we're likely to sell and stall.
Decentralized crypto exchange Uniswap received a notice from the United States Securities and Exchange Commission that it intends to pursue an enforcement action. Uniswap's native token Uni dropped 10% immediately after the news, and Uniswap CEO Hayden Adams announced the receipt of the so-called Whales notice on X, saying he wasn't surprised, just annoyed, disappointed, and ready to fight. Whales notices are preliminary warnings that inform respondents of charges the regulator is considering bringing against them. However, they usually lead to enforcement actions. In a press conference on Wednesday afternoon, Uniswap COO Mary Catherine Latter and Chief Legal Officer Marvin Amori told reporters that the contents of the Whales notice was focused on Uniswap acting as an unregistered securities broker and unregistered securities exchange. It remains unclear whether Uniswap's native token Uni was implicated as a potential security in the SEC notice. Amori said that he believes that Uniswap does not meet the SEC's current definition of an exchange. He also pointed to a recent ruling in the SEC's case against Coinbase, in which a judge said that Coinbase Wallet was not a broker, as a good sign for Uniswap's ability to beat the SEC on the same charges. Uniswap CEO Hayden Adams continued on X by saying, "When I first set out to build Uniswap, the goal wasn't to reimagine finance. It was an experiment in radically decentralized, fully automated on-chain markets. I didn't know if it would work or if anyone would use it." Fast forward to today, the Uniswap protocol has processed over $2 trillion in volume. Many thousands of teams and developers have forked our code or built on top of it. We built entirely new financial infrastructure that is transparent, fair, secure, and accessible, powering an entire industry. The team at Uniswap did all of this in the United States from our office in New York City. People often ask me why in the US, and my answer is simple. I believe that blockchain is incredibly powerful technology. Like the internet, it's here to stay. So someone needs to figure it out, and it might as well be us. And that when you build technology that improves people's lives, you don't need to hide. The SEC's mission is protecting investors, maintaining fair, orderly, and efficient markets, and facilitating capital formation. This is a noble mission. I would argue Uniswap does a far better job of this today than the SEC. Yes, I'm frustrated that the SEC seems to be more concerned with protecting opaque systems than protecting consumers, and that we'll have to fight a US government agency to protect our company and our industry. This fight will take years, may go all the way to the Supreme Court, and the future of financial technology in our industry hangs in the balance. If we stand together, we can win. I think freedom is worth fighting for, I think DeFi is worth fighting for, and of course, we won't stop shipping. Stay tuned. Our partners at Serenity Shield have just signed global publishing house Contentra Technologies to a 3-year deal. As part of the deal, Contentra will store 10 petabytes or 10 million gigabytes of data from its many clients on-chain using Serenity Shield's Strongbox data storage service. Contentra counts BBC News, National Geographic, Pearson, and Carnegie Learning amongst its clients. Contentra does digital content development with emphasis on education publishers worldwide. The deal goes one step further in solidifying the need and desire to have decentralized data storage solutions, and it strengthens the Strongbox service in particular, being the storage service of choice. Serenity Shield Strongbox service is like the Dropbox of Web3. We've talked about it before. It's a terrific, easy, secure data storage service, and there's a big added side benefit for search holders. The first 1 million gigabytes of data that Contentra buys, they'll be paying for in search tokens. That's 1.2 million search to pay for storage fees. Then, even better, per the tokenomics, the team will burn 25% of these, or 300,000 search, to keep moving the token towards deflationary status. Serenity Shield is optimistic that this is a sign of more global adoption to come for Web3 technologies. Data storage in particular, since it's both centralized and insecure, is ripe for disruption. Check out Serenity Shield with the link down below. The Ethereum price tanked all the way to $3,400 on Wednesday, April 10th, after the US reported red-hot CPI data for the month of March. However, ETH has recovered well since then, scaling past $3,500 once again. This ETH price recovery happens against the backdrop of a strong whale accumulation taking place. Citing data from Etherscan, Look On Chain reported that a whale in cryptocurrency markets purchased a substantial amount of Ethereum. About 10,309 ETH, equivalent to $35.82 million, was acquired just 2 hours ago during a period of market downturn. This purchase follows another significant investment made by the same investor earlier on April 8th, and at that time, they bought 10,643 ETH, valued at about $36.75 million, prior to a notable rise in the price of Bitcoin. Layer 1 protocol Near will hire AI engineers as part of its 3 to 6 month roadmap to building user-owned AI. This comes as the intersection between AI and blockchain continues to be a hot topic, with Near attempting to position itself at the forefront. Near co-founder Ilya Poloshukin was on a panel at NVIDIA's conference titled Transforming AI last month and saw its token nearly double in price in anticipation of the event. The company is well seasoned in terms of AI expertise. Poloshukin is an artificial intelligence researcher and software engineer that co-built the Transformer architecture. The architecture powers generative AI systems like ChatGPT. Near will use Near AI for surfacing AI information and will make an external announcement in May. The Layer 1 says it believes it's uniquely positioned to make AI open source, given its not-for-profit and decentralized nature. The company also said that the growth of revenue incentives will always take over at for-profit companies, whereas at Near, its token economy will create value in an open, permissionless ecosystem. Near has been pushing its chain abstraction narrative over the past few months, which aims to tackle the user experience in crypto by simplifying the hurdles that exist in a multi-chain environment. AI will help deliver Near's core vision by accelerating development and ease of use. Permissionless Capital, a Web3 platform for startups, has announced the launch of its Permissionless Opportunities event, inviting Web3 startups to apply for a chance to secure resources and support to bring their products to market. The program aims to provide eligible Web3 startups access to tools, funds, and connections to navigate the blockchain industry and successfully launch their offerings. According to Permissionless Capital, applications for the event can be submitted in just 90 seconds with no fees or pitches required. The company expects dozens of startups to apply for the inaugural Permissionless Opportunity event, with the best applications subsequently invited to participate. The event, touted as the largest for Web3 and blockchain startups, gamifies the fundraising process and empowers outstanding companies to fulfill their potential. Permissionless Capital has secured partnerships with prominent players in the Web3 ecosystem, including Solana, MutableX, Chainlink, and Arweave. Their Permissionless Opportunities event is designed as a game show with an audience participation component. The company will determine the contest winners equally by expert judges and community consensus. Winners of the Permissionless Opportunities event will have the opportunity to pitch more than 50 leading VCs and partners with ecosystems that help advance their concepts and provide mentoring and technical support. The program targets Web3 startups in the DeFi, infrastructure, security, gaming, and RWA categories, encompassing B2B and B2C applications. Applications can be registered from April 10th to May 1st.